So what is the benefit of a hot bath? Plenty. Um, there is evidence now that going into sauna, raising your body temperature, taking a hot soaking bath, not just hot shower, can up to 8 weeks elevate your mood and can in fact help with depression along with adjunctive treatment. Now, there are other benefits of sauna. Most of the studies were done in Finland with sauna, like a proper sauna, not infrared sauna, not with hot bath. But now people are trying to reproduce the same experiment with hot bath, which is more easily available, and see whether that gives the same benefit. So one is cardiovascular mortality, it decreases significantly. One is brain age and prevention of dementia. One is mood and help with depression, excretion of heavy metals, etc., etc. Go and look up Rhonda Patrick. She is a world expert on sauna and heat therapy, etc. So this is a bit of a wastage of water, to be honest. A standard bath will have roughly 42 gallons of water. I'm thinking if you fill it a little bit less, it'll be 35 gallons, and a standard bucket, which is here, will hold roughly 5 gallons. So this is 7 buckets of water. Also, you'll be putting a lot of heat into it, this. So don't do this every day, but do it maybe once a week if you can afford it, if you got access to it. The other option would be to join a community sauna as part of your gym membership if you do go to gym. Now, what temperature should it be? It should be definitely more than your body temperature. It should be a bit uncomfortable, but again, if you have got heart problem, lungs problem, or skin problem, just be careful and discuss with your doctor. Also, pregnant women shouldn't be doing this because going into a hot situation will cause significant increase your heart rate and blood pressure in the beginning, particularly if you're not heat adapted, which might be not good for your health. Now, I normally would put some Epsom salt. This is Epsom salt. Epsom salt came from a town of Epsom, where there used to be a lot of hot sulfur spring. Epsom salt is nothing but a magnesium sulfate, and they have put some smelling stuff, lavender, jasmine, and valerian. That's like a frill. I would rather use more cheap lavender oil, and I put it next to my candle, and that does the same job. Why we are putting all this aromatherapy kind of stuff? Because evidence is that we link a lot of our childhood memories and happy memories, even bad memories, with smell. Like you probably remember that your mother's or grandmother's smell, or smell of a cookie, or the different good smell, because the memory of smell goes deep into your limbic system, the emotional center. Now, why there is a kettle full of boiling water? I just wanted to talk about a little bit about temperature. This is a meat tester. Obviously, it can go up to, you can see, probably 88 degrees Celsius. So for my purpose, this is a bit slow reaction. So this is 100 degree. I'm putting rest of it here because my water is not hot enough. Because I'm very heat and cold adapted, I can do a bigger range of temperature. If I dip it, you'll see the temperature immediately, it is going up. Now how far it is going up? Because I'm a very scientific, objective type of person, I want to taste everything. I kind of believe but not believe anything. So see, it is stopped at 71, but definitely this is boiling water. So this is 100. So it is not very accurate, isn't it? Anyway, what I do, I normally will have a temperature roughly at least 3 degree Celsius more than my body temperature, so that it becomes slightly uncomfortable. Because when you're uncomfortable in a heat situation, your body secretes something called dynorphin, which is opposite to endogenous morphine. It is unpleasant. And because of dynorphin, once you get out of this, it immediately decreases the dynorphin and increases endogenous morphine. So when you get out of hot bath, hot shower, sauna, you feel good. That feel good factor is because of morphine, endogenous morphine. Anyway, so you give this much of Epsom salt in here. Now, Epsom salt, is it good for skin? We know that magnesium is good for skin, and historically, a lot of people who used to go to this hot sulfur spring, they reported that their skin disease, their joint problem are better. Now, whether this is the benefit of the heat or whether this is because of the magnesium, we don't know. There is a few good quality studies. One people normally quote, but that was not peer reviewed or placebo controlled, or there is no control series. It's just observational data that if you take soaking magnesium salt bath, then your blood magnesium level elevates. Now, as a population, if you're living in a Western world and eating Western diet, you are magnesium deficient. The problem is that in the hospital, we see magnesium deficiency very commonly in malnourished patient who are having refeeding syndrome, or patient who drink a lot of alcohol and their nutrition is poor. But serum magnesium is a poor estimate of body magnesium. You need to calculate either urinary magnesium excretion or red blood cell magnesium, which is not easily available everywhere. And deficiency in magnesium can cause poor sleep, leg cramps, muscle cramps, heart palpitation, extrasystole, and all that. If you want to hear more about this, there is a cardiologist podcaster from York. He's a NHS consultant cardiologist, and he talks about magnesium as miracle element, which is lacking from our modern diet. Mushroom, spinach, nuts and seeds are good source. So that's about Epsom salt. What are these and what is this? So our skin has got dead skin and you need to do exfoliation. This takes away the dead skin, but along with the dead skin, you remove all the good bacteria from your skin, which is responsible for your glowing skin health. And then you need to replenish the bacteria, which will be coming anyway, but you need to give them the food. Because you're rubbing with this, you're getting rid of all the sebum, the sebaceous gland, the oily secretion, the oil film, which you need both for the food of the bacteria as well as the protection of the skin. If your skin is dry, you will catch a lot of infection, dermatitis, eczema, and all the skin disease will happen. So for body, you use simple stuff because you will be needing a lot of oil for surface area. This is for your hair and this is for your face. Obviously, you will have your personal choice, but if you want to make things very, very simple for you, like we Indians, we use only one, which is coconut oil. Some use mustard oil on the body and coconut oil on the hair, very, very cheap. Unlike any of this, I don't have any problem with this because I love the smell. But sometimes I want to invent my own brand. Simple coconut oil plus some of this simple essential oil. Anyway, what else we do in the toilet? That's a washer. We shave if you are a male. And normally you should shave after your shower because then your beard is soft. And what is this? Other than pooping and peeing and brushing your teeth, you should look after your sinus health or nasopharyngeal health or nasal health. And this is a nasal douche or flush. You fill it up with a little bit of salty water, bit of lukewarm water, not hot, and then put it to your one nostril and squeeze it. And it will lavage, it will wash one side of your nostril, then you do the other. It can be quite painful, difficult in the beginning, but gradually it will wash away your kind of sinuses. Not really sinus, it is actually washing your nasopharynx and all the turbinates from which originates from your nasal septum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The problem with the sinuses is that the orifice exhaust of the sinus is situated at the top. So gravitationally it is disadvantageous, it doesn't drain. Unless you are sleeping and you're horizontal, then only your sinus will drain. And if your sinus is secreting a lot of juice, meaning mucus, because it is inflamed, the problem is that drip during your sleep, you will wake up with a sore throat or uneasiness. You have to cough to clear your throat because your throat is irritable. Okay? But if you do this gradually, the warmth and the salt and the washing, it will wash away most of the bacterial load, the viral load, as well as it opens up the orifices. Humans, when they stood up from this position, immediately invited a lot of problem. One is the sinuses. Before the sinuses could drain like a dog, now the sinuses cannot drain. Here, the esophageal, no problem of hiatus hernia because it is horizontal. The moment you stand up, your stomach, full stomach, after food goes up and down, it causes stretching and leaking upper valve, hiatus hernia, reflux. And the third problem is your pelvic colon. Your sigmoid colon drops into your pelvis, causing problem with constipation, diverticulosis, irritable bowel, and all that sort of stuff. So these are the three disadvantages we gave up. We invited into once we become from quadruped to biped. And the other problem is, of course, our spine. Anyway, I'm digressing. So you need a little bit of good smell, aromatherapy, a little bit of good skin food for your bacteria once you exfoliate, a little bit of magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt, hot water, and I'm going to do a yoga nidra. So I will spend at least 15 minutes into this. Oh, by the way, if you take a shower, hot shower, that uses half the amount of water if it's a medium flow. Okay, so this will be 35 gallons and that's half the gallon. So every day we should take a shower. Every day we should not exfoliate, but every day we should use oils. Maybe not hair oil every day, but body oil definitely. For me, definitely face oils. But again, this is shea butter, which is very good for skin, and this is plain baby oil. Yeah, and I am going to put more stuff, and I'm going to have a nice meditation here. Is sleeping down. I will invent a bathtub which will not be like this. It'll be comfortable like a recliner, and you can listen to music. You can read an audio book. You can think about nothing. Just do a meditation, but do not fall asleep. Okay, it'll be quite tempting. Then you might drown into this. Don't do this. There is just recently a film actress died in Dubai, I think Sridevi, in a bathtub. Who knew whether it was a heart attack or stroke? But be very careful. Anyway, have a nice day. Think about it. Most of the sports people, athletes, they do this. Footballers do this to heal their muscles, because whenever you do sports activity, your muscles will have micro tears. That's how the muscle grow. Very, very good for recovery, good for skin disease, good for your brain health, good for depression. I just love doing it. Have a nice day. My pillows are floating there.